Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun has said his arrest in the United States over credit card fraud and forgery in 1986 is not sufficient grounds for his disqualification by the All Progressives Congress (APC). Abiodun disclosed this while responding to a petition submitted by an APC member, Ayodele Oludiran, on behalf of Oluwatobi Shofela of Ogun Bibire Unity Forum to the national chairman of the party, Abdullahi Adamu. Shofela had warned that the party might lose the governorship seat in Ogun due to Abiodun's criminal history and his concealment from the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) despite swearing an oath. Can you imagine? He's confirming it. He said it is not enough. No wonder, there was one guy, one of his aides, that was arrested in the US because of this same offense. You see all of them, and these are the guys they will tell you that oh, they've lived abroad, they've done this, oh, they are enlightened, they are well read, this and that, from Southwest, this and that. Just go and check their records, and he has the audacity. And the same problem we had with Kemi Adeosun, where there was problem. Whether she knew about it is a different thing. But the same person was given a ministerial work. At the end of the day, she was put out. Recently, she came out and said, oh, she has been undergoing some kind of therapy, which is fine for her. So you can see all these people. At the end of the day, you will begin to go after all these Yahoo boys. We have all of them. All of them at the end of affairs. 99% of them are rogues. They are rogues. They are criminals. This one has the audacity to tell us that it's not enough for him to be disqualified, but admitting to the fact. Even when I saw the headline, I was just like, maybe he meant something different. But now he's admitting to the fact that it happened, and he concealed it from INEC despite swearing an oath. He also cautioned that the discrepancies in the governor's educational qualifications might also cause opposition party to question his eligibility for re-election bid, swaying the electorate to other side. If action is not taken, the chances of a great party, the APC, retaining the governorship seats in Ogun State shall be in jeopardy, as previously seen in Bayelsa and Zamfara State, Shofela said. According to People's Gazette, responding, Abiodun said that his probable arrest was not a conviction and hence was not answerable to the laws that applied to criminals. But he did that. He added that even if he was convicted in 1986, the Nigeria Constitution only disqualifies ex-felons from contesting political offices if their sentence was less than 10 years before the election date. An aspirant or candidate will only be disqualified by the court if the false information he gives relates to constitutional requirements of eligibility. APC is not a court of law. Accordingly, it cannot disqualify our client, the governor's lawyer, Afe Babalola, wrote in a letter to Adamu, citing Section 29 of 6 of the Federal Acts of 2022. In an event assuming but not conceding that our client was even convicted in 1986, he would still not be affected or caught by Section 182(1)(e) of the CFRN, because the CFRN requires that the conviction which would disqualify a person from the position of the governor must have occurred 10 years before the date of election to the office. Sahara Reporters had in March published the criminal record of how Abiodun was jailed in 1986 for credit card fraud in Miami-Dade, Florida, USA. The governor was said to have used a pseudonym, Sean Michael Davis, with the aim of concealing his criminal identity. The record revealed that Abiodun was jailed for committing criminal offenses which bordered on credit card fraud, petty theft, and check forgery. He was arrested on November 7, 1986 for fighting and injuring a police officer in an attempt to resist arrest. While being processed at the station, his fingerprint was run through the crime database, and it was discovered that the Adedapo Oluseun Abiodun being processed for detention was the same as Sean Michael Davis. His criminal record and history were thus cemented, and he was jailed. According to some documents obtained by Sahara reporters, Abiodun's jail number was 8600B9436. In 2015, while contesting for the Ogun East senatorial seat against the late Buriji Kashimu of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), he applied for the reduction of his criminal record in Miami-Dade, Florida. This act of concealment meant he could lie on his independent National Electoral Commission forms that he had no prior criminal records, a perjury offense that could have disqualified him from ever holding an appointive or elective office in Nigeria. The reduction was granted in August 2015, and this is the same man. This Oshibajo, this man, if you check Tinubu's too, he will tell you that during Tinubu's difficulty, he stood by him. This is the same man that he came on the, to become governor with the help of a Oshibajo. So you want to tell us Oshibajo didn't know all of this? They want to use technicality. Let's leave technicality. They can use technicality, but what it is now is that this man, he committed this offense, but his argument is that he was not jailed. But now we are hearing that he used another name, and with the database, with his fingerprint, it corresponds with the same person bearing Davis, whatever. He's admitting, but he's saying that he was not convicted. So even if it happened, it was done 10 years before this. So it has already, oh my God, you see these people that are at the end of our face. No wonder things will never move. We have the unqualified ruling the qualified. That is why we are having this problem. This country will never move forward. All of them are almost the same. Can you imagine? Hey, we have a very, very big problem on our hands in this country. Oh my God, very, very big problem at that. These are the people who tell you that they want to be advising the younger ones, those who are into crimes here and there. They want to advise them, but see what they have done. This is what they have done. Name them: Tinubu, Gbajabiamila, Ibori, and so on. After arrest in US for one fraud or the other, they run back to Nigeria to become your leaders. What a disgrace! That means he lied under oath. Someone should interpret the section of the law to the governor. Only in my country you hear things like this and the person is still in the office. No wonder he has so many fraudsters in his cabinet. Yes, Mr. Governor, you have every right to contest again. As long as you are not an ex-convict, you have the right to contest again. There are some fraudulent politicians that have been invited and questioned by the EFCC. Yes, they are vying for one position or the other. Clap for yourself. Association of Past Criminals, APC. You see, Nigeria need new beginning. Nothing do you, our able governor of Ogun State, if our country is acting well. So many Americans that committed different crimes here as well, but Egunje spoil Niger operative. Does that mean our politics hasn't matured enough for political parties to do some due diligence and thorough vetting on candidates before they even get to be on the ballot? They look the other way. If Ogun State governor lied about his arrest or conviction in the US in the 80s, that is automatically tantamount to lying not only to the party to be on the ballot, but they can use technicalities as far as I'm concerned, but the records are there. But it's unfortunate. Yeah, it's unfortunate that we have this kind of people. Whether you are quoting law 10 years before, 10 years after, all those blah blah blah, but it's evidence that you committed this atrocity.